What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again for another Manchester City video, where today we're going to be doing a Manchester City transfer update as we do continue this quiet week at Manchester City, which I think everybody just about needed, although it has been announced that the Radisson Blu is going to be the new hotel at the Etihad Stadium in front of the construction zone of the North Stand at the Etihad Stadium. So that's been announced today. Other than that, pretty quiet. So another chance for me to speak about transfers. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. I'm going to keep you guys up to date with the latest Manchester City transfer news here on YouTube, so do subscribe. It is free. Social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. We are aiming for 300 likes, smashed it on the last one, so any help towards that would be much appreciated, and do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. Finally, I would say a big thank you to today's video sponsor once more, which is brought to you by Kitbag, where you guys can go and check out the Manchester City home shirt, away shirt, goalkeeping shirt, fourth shirt, all available for under £40. Links and details, they are in the description. Do go and check that out. That would be much appreciated. Anyone that does check out Kitbag using the link in the description does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So we're going to speak about some contract news first and foremost. We've got the very latest on Ruben Dias, and Sam Lee at The Athletic has said that Manchester City shelved talks with Ruben Dias in January over a new contract at Manchester City because they wanted to focus on getting Erling Haaland onto a new 9.5-year contract and also focus on bringing signings in January. Manchester City, now that we're done and dusted with the January transfer window and managed to get Haaland onto a new deal, are set and happy to resume talks with Ruben Dias over him extending his stay at Manchester City, with Ruben Dias word coming in from his camp that he's also happy to commit to stay longer at Manchester City as well, which is really positive news. Also in the contracts, we've got the latest on Rodri, and Sam Lee has also been speaking about Rodri and said that Manchester City were pushing hard to try and get Rodri onto a new deal before his serious knee injury in September 2024. So if I cast your minds back to the summer, Real Madrid were being heavily linked with a move for Rodri, and then into September it was thought that Real Madrid had identified Rodri as the player that they wanted to sign for the upcoming summer transfer window, but due to him picking up this serious knee injury seems to have changed everything. City have put the plans for a Rodri new contract discussion on hold up until them knowing when he's going to be returning to full fitness and what a fully fit Rodri is going to look like, because a serious knee injury is always going to have a bit of an impact. We don't fully know the extent for the future years what it's going to look like for Rodri, but I imagine that once City get their answer, they'll be pushing hard to try and get Rodri onto a new contract and resuming them talks. Now moving on to the out, we've got the latest on Jack Grealish, and the Mail have said that their sources have told them that Manchester City have held private discussions with regards to Jack Grealish, and they do think that this summer could be the time where Jack Grealish leaves Manchester City. There's no other context put on this other than that. I know there's been some pictures taken of Jack Grealish, who was on a night out in Newcastle meeting up with some old colleagues and old friends at a working man's club and paying for people's drinks and having a good time, having pictures with people, having good conversations with people as well, and everyone seems to have said he's a very happy, very social kind of person. We already know that from Jack Grealish. So he was then pictured leaving a bar or a club or something in Newcastle city centre afterwards. I do want to state that this is the players' days off, so they can do what they like on their days off, and I do feel like there's a little bit of a witch hunt for Jack Grealish, because the paparazzi always seem to follow him around. The press love getting the pictures of Jack Grealish, whether it be good or bad, and throwing his picture into the tabloids to get people to purchase their newspapers, to get people to click on these links online, etc, etc. And I do feel like Jack Grealish, they know, is always going to be a player that brings in big traction, so they're always going to target him, whereas I'm sure there'll be lots of other players, not just at Manchester City but other clubs as well, who on their days off go out with their friends and go on nights out. So Some people want to make it a big deal, some people don't. Personally, for me, I don't see too much of an issue if Jack Grealish wants to go out and have, on his days off, a night out. Here we are. Anyway, moving on to the ins, got the latest on Francisco Trincao, the right winger from Sporting Club de Portugal, having a great season. The 25-year-old Portuguese international is with Sporting CP, and Hugo Viana, having worked with Trincao before and knows his complete potential, sees him as the perfect player at Manchester City, and City could well be making a move this summer. His contract does run out in the summer of 2027. Sporting, with interest, are wanting to try and get him onto a new deal ASAP. His current deal does have a release clause which is set at 80 million euros, but with him having 2.5 years left on his contract, I can't see 80 million euros cutting it, and that deal would be negotiated if a transfer was to happen and Trincao wasn't to sign a new contract and made it clear that he did want to leave Sporting CP. And if he does do that, he would have to make it clear that it's Man City that he does want to join, because we do know that Manchester United are also very interested, with Ruben Amorim being the former Sporting CP manager from earlier in the season, also worked heavily with Trincao and also knows his potential. So I will keep my eyes and ears open with regards to that one. Now, moving on to the final transfer, I want to speak about Theo Hernandez, the 27-year-old French left-back, who's once more being linked with a move to Manchester City. Now, Court Offside have said that AC Milan, who Hernandez plays for, 100% want to let Hernandez leave this summer, with Manchester City and Real Madrid linked. Now, Hernandez apparently wanting more money than what AC Milan are willing to offer, and apparently keen on a move away from AC Milan in the summer. We know that Manchester City were getting linked with a move for Andrea Cambiaso from Juventus. So looking at fullback seems to be of interest to Manchester City, and whilst Andrea Cambiaso was looking at him, the price was going to be somewhere between 60 and 80 million euros. Apparently Theo Hernandez, according to these rumours and sources coming in from Court Offside, they're saying that a deal could be negotiated and be worth up to 35 to 40 million pounds. Now, Cambiaso is a little more versatile than Theo Hernandez, as Cambiaso can play on as left back, right back and through midfield. He is both footed, can use both his left and his right foot, whereas Theo Hernandez very much predominantly to that left hand side. So not as versatile as Cambiaso, and I do feel like with Cambiaso also being younger, I think he would be the better fit here than Theo Hernandez. Apparently Real Madrid also keen on signing their former player, and Theo Hernandez, if Real Madrid do come calling, would be his preferred #1 choice. And I do feel like I get the sense here that City's name just being used to try and get some more money for Theo Hernandez and his agent, rather than City legit wanting to be interested. They are interested, but I just don't see it being anything other than interest, in City making it into a permanent move. We'll wait and see. I could be wrong, but I have my doubts. So there we go. That has been today's transfer update. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok, and email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out Kitbag, today's video sponsor, where you guys can go and cop the Manchester City home shirt, away shirt, fourth shirt, goalkeeping shirt, all for under £40. The third shirt I think available for just over £40. If you do want to go and check it out, links and details, they are in the description. And a big thank you to Kitbag for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you all again real soon for the next one. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.